I need coffee, but I don't really want that. I'm about to get. I know what I'm gonna get. Ooh, hey y'all. That's my soul. Y'all know this song, Kodo. Y'all know this one? Ooh! Yeah. Y'all know I like music. I be listening to music pretty much all day. Y'all, these things, we're just gonna make them work. I've been working, man. I got my broccoli powder made. I got cherries and strawberries and mangoes, pineapple. My cabbage is going. What else? Oh, that's the whole reason I got on here. We're going to talk about that. So, 3 is the magic number. We got 3 stove fans and 3 portable toilets that's going to a person that has already been prepping, that already got a wood burning stove. And oh yeah, Frank, I've been out here. I've been working because we don't have time. Like every time I get on this stupid internet, and I'm not talking about now, I'm talking about when I be looking, it's getting more and more dire. I'm like, okay, I gotta do something. I was like, yeah, it's time to kick it into overdrive. I'm mind blown at some of the things that are going on. And so, I've been working. I have a lot of jobs. That's why I've been trying to come on here early in the morning. So I can, well, earlier in the day so I can talk to y'all just in case I don't get back on for the night. Because I've been doing stuff. Yeah, I did. I don't know why y'all just think Walmart, that's Sam's Club. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Excuse me, I'm not gonna worry about it though. But see, this is the thing. You and y'all know it ain't hooked up to nothing. You know why WOYUers shouldn't be freaking out? We should just be adding to. Anybody have the answer? Reporting live from WOIU campus. You said we are studying Revelation in my Bible study. I'm basking in it all. Interesting. Oh, so you already know. You're like, yep, that's what it says. Look at Wally like, yeah, I already knew that. Because we've already talked about this and learned about it. Right. Right. But I'm talking about with these stores and everything else. It's alarming. But if you've been here for a while, and I'm going to give you 18 months to 24 months. If you've been here that long and you was just coming to class to be entertained, put your hand out. Because I'm about to pop you. As much as we've been talking about all of this, if you waited to the last minute Better be happy I can't get to you, because I pinch the hell out you. Like grandmas and aunties do. I would pinch the hell out of you. Because I was not on here 13 hours a day, some days, to entertain y'all. And I would say, we joking and we playing, but for real, this is serious. I can't tell nobody what to do. But I do know this. I know that God provided a lot of ways for you to be okay. And if you let your pride or whatever it is get in the way, that is something you are going to have to live with. You got to do the work. Come on. Day one, God allowed people that might not even be in our community anymore to put out information that blessed a lot of people. And we've repeated that information pretty much every month. A lot of it, like the OTC and different things like that. Food pantries. People gave us, what you call them things? The links to different farmers markets and all kinds of stuff where you can spend food stamps and this and that and the like. This place should have not just been entertainment for you, but it should have been a resource. A resource center. You hear me? This is a resource center. It is. Every single day, somebody is telling you where a deal is. Somebody is telling you legal stuff too. Not know if you want to scam nobody. Legal stuff that you can do. For real. Yes, it's entertaining here. Yes, we laugh, we cry, we get bopped in the head. All of it. All of it. But the main goal for this, what do y'all think the main goal was? Who knows what the main goal of us coming together is? The Jeopardy music is going. To be prepared, but prepared for what? Fellowship too, but hello. What is it for? To be prepared to not to have to take the mark in the end times. To get ready to go. Not to make you comfortable, nothing. To actually get you ready to leave up out of here. Not on no rapture boat. Do you hear me? Y'all want to know what my favorite thing in the whole wide world is right now? And this is probably why my stomach is upset. Boars and cheese. No, I can't handle no dairy. Okay? And I done ate almost the whole round thing that y'all be putting on y'all boards by myself in less than 24 hours. Y'all know what I'm talking about? I done been eating all kind of stuff I shouldn't. Like salami. But I like it fried a little bit so the oil is melting and it crisp up when it cool. And I got my my Clubhouse crackers. Oh, it's called, listen, I have never tasted cheese like that in my entire life. And I done ate at a lot of places. No, it ain't constipation. That has not ever been an issue for me. Unless I was pregnant. Right. Nah, my stomach just upset because I done been just eating. I had some rice pudding today. I had some rice pudding. I just been eating all kinds of stuff. All kinds. I can't even name all the little junk food stuff I be eating. I don't know. But it's amazing. Y'all gotta, it's called boursin. And when I tell you, it is absolutely amazing. It's in a little ball. No, not homemade. Why would I make a homemade? No, it's only me. If my kids was here, yes, it's only me. I'm not doing all that. It's only me. I used to. That's the one I got, Jamila. Girl, that's the exact one I got, baby. I didn't put it. I made me some stuffed peppers with some crawfish and some crab meat in it because I had some in the freezer. And I made me some red beans and rice and threw that over in there once it was like almost done. Then I make my stuffed peppers a little different. You know how most people they fill up and then they bake it all the way? I can't do that. I gotta put my bell pepper in the oven first for about 10 minutes and let it like marinate and just get together. But I still want, because I don't like soggy stuff. And then I pour my rice on in there and just, put it back in the oven. And right when it's coming out, I put my cheese on the top of it. Because I don't want it soggy. I want it cooked, but I don't want it mushy. I don't like it when it's falling over and all of that. Okay? So I ate that first. And then I went back and got some more. And then I put some of that cheese in it. And I think that's what did it over the top. And now my stomach upset. Matter of fact, hold on. I got some stuff in here for that. It was so good. I promise it was. It was real good. Ugh. And I only had to make one pepper, which was great. Hold on, y'all. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna just be belching because I forgot I put them peppers in there too. Ugh, getting old is crazy. Anyway, so with that, yes, because I put them peppers in there. Hey, we just got on. We ain't been on but about 15 minutes. Not even 15 minutes. I just wanted to come on here and say that I'm about to send this stuff out in this week. So, we have 3 buckets that we are giving away to somebody that is new to prepping or hasn't had as much time as we have, that is going to appreciate it. Don't just be like, oh, I'm going to get that for my niece, and your niece says she ain't worried about prepping. You hear me? This could be a grandparent or somebody that is serious, right? Because we don't want to give it to somebody that ain't even going to value it, because there's some good stuff in there. It's already here. Speed it up. They practiced it, baby, at 2020. You didn't realize that? It was a practice run. You know that, right? Your face had to be scanned, whether by temperature or they were scanning you to take your temperature while they was getting everybody's face. for facial recognition to match it to your license and to your ID and to your passport. And then they could tell you how many cans you could buy and where you could go and what time you could be in and hello and what time you had you know how many people can be in a store at a time. It's already here. How far you gotta stand back. That's like being in a you ain't never been to jail, have you? If you ever been to jail, I kept telling everybody this feel like jail. I don't too much like this. This feels like jail. And if you ever been to jail, you know what I'm talking about, going through processing and whatnot. And then if once you be processed through, you gotta go. This feel like jail. It make me. Yeah, okay. So understand that people that been to jail, they knew what was up during COVID. They said, "Nah, this ain't this different right here." If you ever been to jail, baby, you felt COVID like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is feeling real incarcerationist. It feels a little closed in. You can't talk to nobody. You got to turn them in if you talking to them. If they ain't got this feel like jail. This feel like jail. They was getting us ready for the camp, son. Making sure that we would follow suit and do what we were supposed to do once they put the smack down. They already know it'll work because we conformed the last time. Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling us. Excuse me, they was just making sure it worked. Mm-hmm. Hey, Pumpkin. So did y'all see they started the legislation to dismantle the school board? The whatever it is. At first they was just talking about it, but they put the legislation in. Did y'all see that? And did y'all see all the other companies that is rolling? Who got a Ford? You was built Ford tough? Who was built Ford tough? Yeah. He put in the legislation. They started the process yesterday or one of these days. Yeah, whoever the dude is. Yes. Yes, Dino. It's for everything that has to do with the Board of Education or whatever that's called. Whatever that is. You got a Ford, nephew? Darn. No. So, y'all know they rolling back the DEI at Ford, right? A whole bunch of companies that y'all would not believe is like, yeah, we tired of being nice to niggas and other colored folks. We did it for about 60, 70 years. We don't want to do it no more. We do not want to be nice to niggas. I know Walmart, but I'm saying Ford, it's a whole, y'all go look it up. And they laid off some people before Christmas, they said. They laid off some before Thanksgiving and some before, yeah. The people that are rolling back diversity, inclusion, and what is it? Diversity something and something. The DEI, I can't remember what it stands for. Diversity something. I just know it's for so they gotta be nice. Is it equity and inclusion or something? Whatever it is. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yeah. So, with that, they're trying to dismantle. They were saying if you got student loans, put them in. Like if you use FAFSA, go ahead and do your FAFSA applications right now, even though it's not time, so they'll already be in. Yeah. Goodwill. 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 Half Price Bookstore. Salvation Army. Uh, whatever used books, little bookstore you got by your house. You hear me? Yeah. Go ahead and get your stuff in. And you definitely need to have some of this at your house. They throwing away books now. They give them away free and everything. So you'll need to have all kinds. It don't even matter what kinds of the hell, they could be about turtles. You'll want to have some. Get some picture books. Definitely get some picture books. Beautiful ones, like of tropical places and snow and all of that. Don't forget those. Yep, they are closing libraries. They're doing all kind of stuff. And they're keeping people focused on arguing and what the latest trend is, and they just yeah. Do y'all imagine? Can y'all imagine the amount of abuse that is going to be happening if that happens? Y'all think it was bad during 2020? Think about how many kids is going to be going through abuse. You heard me? Hunger. Especially if parents ain't going to be able to work. They turning libraries into health clubs. Baby, listen. Crazy, right? So they want a bunch of Kelly Bundys and dumb jocks running around here is what they saying. Fine with nothing upstairs. Idiots. Cute, beautiful idiots. Well, you gonna let them play with you like that? They want some Kelly Bundys and dumb jocks running around here. Paisleys. Blonde bombshells. They used to call them bimbos because they didn't have nothing up in their forehead. And it's crazy, but that's the kind of women that he always around. So it makes sense. Look good, but don't have nothing in your head. You said some of the school boards in Canada next year are removing books anything before 2008. It's a blessing to have books. 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 See? All I want to say is, didn't he tell us? You don't think that it was crazy that there was a massive explosion of people buying books from 22 and 23 and 24, and then boom. All of a sudden, all the books in schools and libraries and places where information would be, they get rid of them. Interesting. Thanks, Dad. We appreciate you. Maybe that's why you had us go get all the myths about all the different cultures. Maybe that's why you had us go get books about all the different cultures and all just subjects on top of subjects on top, dinosaurs and rocks, math and science and how to grow a whatever and build a chair and dig a well and all stuff that we. Because if they gonna take that, y'all don't think they gonna restrict their internet like all the other countries do? You hear me? You said, can I say something about the books there? What do you mean? Excuse me. Indigestion is not nothing fun. You hear me? Don't eat spicy stuff when you get old. Especially not at 8 o'clock at night. Don't do it to yourself. And then ate some cheese prior to that. And some olives that had cheese in them. It's got to be something my body is craving. Might be salt. I don't know. Because everything I've been eating has been salty as egg. You hear me? Anyway, back to what I was saying. Y'all be making me lose my thoughts. We got 3 buckets that are going out this week. And what I need for y'all to do, that's also brain fog for menopause. Yes. Ooh. We got 3 people, only 3 buckets. Those white buckets that I showed you that have all the stuff in them, we're going to get those out this week. Also, we got 3 of these, 3 or 4 of these heated fans. They're not all the same. They're different ones. Two or 3 of them is different than the other one is different. Anyway, these are going to go out to people that have already been prepping and you have a wood burning stove, like the portable one, because that's what they go on, right? And it's just to circulate the. That's not how. Okay, hold on. That's these. What we are doing is, if you have already. This is for the WOIU people to, like, somebody they know. Do you see what I'm saying? But somebody that is like, I'm trying to prep. So I know that they know, because I don't be knowing and folks be lying. No, it's not an attachment. It's just a regular fan and you just put it on there and it works from the heat. It's heat activated. You're good. This is for WOIUers, like people that y'all been talking to, or somebody that, you might have got interested and they're serious and their situation is kind of crazy. Not they blowing their money on what they want to. Y'all know how I am. We want to bless somebody that is serious and believes in what's going on around here. But I know y'all family members or your friends or whoever it is. You said what? Okay. The orders. So we mindful of our orders from this class because I'm waiting. Correction of heart. Okay. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Miss Jones, I have no idea what you're talking about, Punky. Email me, cause I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Um, I was going to say something. Okay, email me. So with that, it's three people from WOIU that you know, like you've talked to somebody, you finally got them um on board with prepping, and you know they're serious, and maybe their financial situation is crazy. You see what I'm saying? I want y'all, because y'all will know if they have stuff or not, and y'all will know if they're gonna do right by the stuff that we send them. This is why I just need y'all to send me their information. But you know the person that is whatever their situation is, and then you know if they're serious about prepping. You know what I mean? Y'all heard me? Y'all got me? You know if it's a cousin or a mom or whoever that is finally believing and whatever is going on with that, okay? I don't need to know their story. It's only 3 buckets. Okay, listen. It's only 3 buckets. 3. Okay? And they're filled so much that I think I'm going to have to wrap them with tape or something. But it's 3 buckets. I need you all, once you know exactly who it is and you know for a fact that they are going to be grateful for what we about to do, all I need is their name and address. Yes, their name and address. I don't need a whole big story and all. I don't want that. If you know that they would be grateful, you maybe talk to them and they finally whatever. And I don't want these to go to people that waste their money. And what I mean by that is, if you can turn up, you can buy your survival stuff. I'm talking about a person that might be struggling, or and it's not because they not wise with their money. It's not because, whatever. You'll have to go back and find it, Lola. I don't know. It's in one of the videos a couple months, like in this last month, I showed them. You just have to kind of run through the classes. I don't know which day it is. And I'm not about to explain it now. I just need y'all to listen. Please. The 3 buckets on one of the classes I showed them in the last month. Is for a person in your family that you know will appreciate it, and that ain't just blowing their money and doing whatever they want to do and trying to get something free, because we're not doing that. We're blessing some people that believe in what's going on, and they plan to stack on top of that. But maybe they just getting started. Maybe they really just realize whatever. But these are the people we blessing. Okay? We only got 3, but y'all send in something, and I'm going to ask God to tell me who's supposed to get them. Boom. Then for the people that have already been prepping, for my people that's already been prepping, we have that fan I told you about, which is you sit it right down. You have to have a portable like potbelly stove. This ain't gonna work for just a heater. You gotta put it on literally like it's made for that. But it doesn't need any power. It's heat activated, and you just sit it right down on your potbelly stove, and it starts to turn, and it circulates the warm air, right? And then there's gonna be a portable toilet that comes with that. But this is for the people that also, you can't ask for yourself for those buckets. Do you hear me? And I need to know your name on TikTok so I know if you've been here. Not your real name. I need to know your name on the name you go by on TikTok. That way I know who, what, when, where, and why. Matter of fact, give me your email because I can check the website and make sure I know exactly what day you got here. This how we gonna do this because folks will be in trying to say it's somebody else and it'll be they self. I know what I'm gonna do. There we go. But the other people, we got 3 sets of the toilet and the fan that are gonna go to our people that's already been prepping. You hear me? So if you already been prepping and you have your wood burning stove, I need you to send me your email and we're gonna send you. It's just like you can put a bucket under it. It's like the ones they use for the older folks sometimes when they have it on the side of their bed. It's like the fold up kind. We had got them last year for the homeless or earlier this year or whatever it was. And there's 3 left. So we're going to send out that. And you get a powered fan. And if I find some other stuff in there, books or something, I don't know. We're going to send that out too. Oh, and there's 3 books that I want to give out. So there's 3 books. There's 3 sets of the fan and the extra toilet. I mean, the portable toilet. And then there's 3 buckets. So 9 things all together. The books, everybody can, whatever. It is what it is with that. Send your email. I mean, not your email, your address. And don't send me give me your name. That's another thing too. I don't know why people be trying to get something sent to their house and they only want to give you their first name. Like, that's weird. If you want something, I need your name and your address. Okay? Because when I go to put it in and they be like, oh, no, I don't have it. I don't know. I ain't about to be looking crazy. And no, don't put the area of what you call it. If you got to go in Google and type it in so you can see exactly how, because I don't be, if I got to start searching for the correct this and that, I'm going to the next person. Promise you I am. Okay? So, I need y'all to send the emails to tatnotplace. Okay? tatnotplace@gmail. That's where they go. Not on the website, not to CERCA TROVA, to tatnotplace. Don't send me 2 and 3. 1. Okay? Do you hear me? So there's 3 books that anybody can get. But you cannot try to get a book and, I mean, if you get a book, you're not getting the toilet thing. You get one thing. And then the buckets, you have to refer somebody to be blessed with that bucket. Okay? You hear me? Y'all, I would like to see proof that if you can get to your stove, I want to see that you have that. Not being in y'all business, but I'm not sending it to nobody that don't have it because they won't even be able to use it. So if you got a screenshot of your oven or like the outside box, you ain't got to put all that, but just so I know you have it, because I don't want to send stuff to people because they think they just getting something free. That's not what this is. Okay? If you already got your wood burning stove, we want to bless you for going ahead and getting prepared. But I don't want this going, oh, I can get it free. No, this is going to somebody that been on their stuff. Because we ain't just going to bless people that don't got. We blessing the people that's been taking their twos and views. And that was serious about prepping and they went and they got their stuff. The books, anybody. Not saying it like whatever, but there's specific things for the buckets and it's specific things for the toilet and stuff. You said yes for the crackdown on the wasted time and scammers. Listen. Listen. I'm not doing it. Cause people haven't, you know what I mean? No, they been in class this whole time, didn't do nothing, didn't try to get nothing, and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try to no. And really what this is for the people that I'm saying that I want y'all to know is it's showing them that because they made the decision to go ahead and believe what God said, God is gonna bless them and He gonna bless them through y'all. So if there's somebody that you sit with and you know for a fact they dealing with a hard time, but they do want to prep and you know they would take care of it, you gonna be the person that bless them with their beginning stuff. Do you see what I'm saying? It's gonna be because of your witness that they get blessed with their starter pack or they emergency pack or they whatever it is, and y'all seen what's in there. So you gonna be the person. That's why I said you pick somebody that you know, that you've been talking to, that you know their situation. And I'm not talking about people that blow their money on stupid stuff. I don't reward that kind of behavior. I'm telling you I don't. I didn't do it with my kids, I didn't do it with my husband, I didn't do it with my own self. You wanna blow your money and buy what you want to and keep thinking about looking cute. We're not doing that. We looking at people that they looking at their money, they know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do the whole blessing irresponsible action stuff. You was all in my combo today. One of my little sisters called me and said she was starting to prep. Interesting. Been on her for years. Interesting. And the first thing is teaching them money management, honey, if they don't have it. That was the thing. So we started the money management before we started the prep and stuff, because you had to see it being done with the money management. Because it was like, I remember everybody kept saying, I don't have money. I said, oh no, it's other way. And I told y'all my story about how I prepped for 2020, and I wasn't even getting, from my little babysitting job, about $300 a month. But baby, I made that $300 stretch. And God started blessing where everything that I was buying and everything that I put in my cart would go on sale. He started making it work. But as long as I was thinking of, I got to get all this money first, or I got to do this first, then the stuff didn't come. He said, no, just start. Start little. You don't got to start big. I think the first thing I bought was like the water filter type things. Like, we're going to need clean water. Them was the kind you screw on the top. Then I went to the Goodwill. I was like, I need cast iron. It was all there. Got all that cast iron for like $10. It was unreal. And he just started blessing. And every month, it was something else that he was sending my way. I never couponed. From 2017 to 2020, baby, I was a couponing fool. I'm telling you. You want to learn how to do canning? Well, then I just want to know why you ain't on YouTube instead of on here. That's where you going to learn it. Don't be in here, Tabitha. You need to go and get on YouTube. Get your pen and paper and have your whatever open. And then get your marketplace open. So if somebody's getting rid of something, you can get it for the low. And that way you can do what you got to do. Only thing standing between you and that is time. Yeah, we're gonna get on it. I mean, because this is the thing. I think people think we have a lot of time. People don't believe that this is happening. They don't. And over again, you're hearing, well, I didn't think that that's what that was. Deception is at an all-time high right now. And people are believing the lies. They're believing the illusions. They're believing whatever they want to believe instead of what's right there in front of their face. Or even, how many times did I tell y'all when we first started this that people are used to being spoon-fed information? And I said the problem with that is a person can tell you whatever and you're going to believe it because you don't have sense enough to go check and see for yourself if that's what it really is. Who remembers that that was my main thing here? People's like, why do we have to look up definitions? Because I could be telling you anything. You'll want to go check for yourself. You heard me? You said we can't count. Okay. But look at the people that were deceived during this election because they did not do that. They just took whatever the person said, didn't go research how it was going to. Remember I told you, I said, people, one of the things CERCA used to do back in the day was talk crazy to people when I knew they didn't know what I was saying. And I didn't say it just as nice, I didn't say it just as nice with a smile, baby, and then called you all kind of trash. And you don't know. Y'all see it? This man was telling them, I'm about to bankrupt y'all country. I'm about to make you lose your job. I'm about to make stuff too expensive for you to afford it and everything. And they was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you know why? Because they didn't go look up nothing for themselves. They didn't even go try to find out what it was. Do you hear me? We talked about character a lot, and it's a lot coming out about the character of the people in the Queen of Hearts party over there. We talked about what people do in front of the camera and what they do when they're not in front of it. We talked about all of it. We talked about people only believing it when it's happening. Did we not? If it ain't happened yet, they don't believe it. Did we talk about that? You know what happened? They didn't believe it until they went into their jobs and they went everywhere else. And guess what? Now I have to believe it. I don't have no choice because it's right in my face. I'll be right back, y'all. And now you understand why we run this class the way that we do. Sorry, y'all. I think it's amazing that God had us all go buy seeds and learn how to grow microgreens and all of that. He told us to buy books, and then they said they're going to take away the Department of Education. He told us to start learning how to process our own food, and all the food processing plants are now having to recall food because they were tainted when they were there. It's nothing he hasn't told us about. Hey, Pumpkin. Excuse me. You hear me? What happened to my hair thing? This thing came off something. Well, So, and I know y'all think I'm being, whatever, but I just know people are scammers, just like Mari said. And we trying to bless people that's on their stuff, that believe what's going on. We not, because folks is always looking for something that they can get. You know what I'm saying? Try to sell it or whatever else. No. The Bible tells us to be gentle as doves and wise as serpents. And so we watching you. We is watching, ain't we, y'all? We watching them. We is. We gonna bless you, but we want you to be, you know what I mean? Just because folks didn't play with their money and did what they wanted to do because they didn't believe. You hear me? They play with their money. It's a lot of people. I feel, and I could be wrong, but it's probably a lot of people that came in here and they didn't take none of the things that we talked about serious. And they waited and was like, oh, I'll get it, I'll get it. All the while still doing whatever they wanted to with their cash. Because they didn't believe. And now, you're going to have to try to scurry and get stuff. Because when God was warning you, you didn't. And I'm not trying to be funny. That is not nobody's fault but your own. You made a choice. That's even talking to my kids today. It hurt my heart. But if they don't want to do it, I got my little stuff I'm about to send out as they holiday baskets with these potatoes and stuff in there because it's for the low. It's better than buying something they ain't about to use. You'll use this. And I'm putting my time and effort in now. I don't got to feel bad about buying no toys or nothing because I'm not. I spent a month and a half dehydrating potatoes and burning my fingers and washing dishes 1,000 times. This is what I got for you. I got some vanilla and some stuff that is going to keep you alive. That's what I got. Fruit and broccoli powder and stuff. That's what I got. Because I don't want to see my grandbaby suffer, but parents is making decisions. Mamas is making decisions. Daddies is making decisions. And you are making that decision for yourself and for your children, for your husband, for your family. And this might sound harsh, but you're making the decision now not to. You gonna be the only one to have to look in your baby's eyes and say there's nothing in the cabinets because you thought a purse or getting your nails done or buying a new wig or going out with your homeboys or tricking off on a chick was more important than what could be happening in 6 months. Because everybody told us back 3 years ago that we was fear-mongering, and every single thing that God told us to prepare for and not to wait until it's happening to prepare for it is here. All of it. Any suggestions on what, Keisha? And I know this sounds rough, but it is what it is. What we getting ready to go into is about to be rough. Ain't nobody got time to be babysitting your feelings. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm being forward. I'm a Martinette. Get yours. Do you hear me? I've had 5 people saying, I'm just coming to your house, baby. Mm-mm. You said that's why I bought a new grandma, and it was hard to get it here in Cali because they're asking a lot of info. I already know what's going on, girl. I was just about to say the same. I told them the answer will be no. I've been wanting them for 2 years. Come on, Ari. Ari, can I ask you a question? How old are you? Can we put out some ages so I know how what our age ranges is about people that went on and listened? For they be talking about that's for old people or young people, whatever. How old is you when you start? Not when you started, but how old are you right now? And you got your 35. Okay, 28. Oh, okay, 28. Listen, 55, 45, 35, 46, 38. 34, 42, 37, 25, Taj. Come on. Come on, Taj. 72, 41, 57, 41, 56, 27, 52, 50, 35. Come on. 44, 35. Oh, okay. 51. Come on. See? And I know Deja is barely 21. I think she's our youngest prepper. You said 45 and Nicole is 27. Come on. Come on. 53, 58, 67. Come on. 64, 49. Come on. I know our youngest prepper that I know of is 21, and she started prepping at 19. So if a 19-year-old got sensitive, this baby ain't even got no kids. She was just out of high school. And then her parents at one point in time was telling her that she had to sneak her stuff in the house and hide it. When her parents told her not to. Come on, you remember? You was here. And she bought stuff for them too. And she said, Auntie, I might be leaving, so I'm going to leave them their stuff, but I'm taking the rest of my stuff with me. 56 and 41. She was talking to Nicole about it. Come on. See? And I didn't even know. Look at my nieces clicking. Oh, come on. Do it. We got... Listen. They can be crazy and young together on a good note. You hear me? That makes me excited to hear stuff like that. To know that they are talking. Because that made me happy. Do 30. Come on. We got my husband thinks I'm crazy. How with everything going on? Brother-in-law. My 8-year-old hollering in the grocery store, Ma, don't forget the emergency food. Come on, Keish. And Niecy Pooh. She said, don't forget. We gotta prepare for the end of the world. Titi CERCA said God is coming back. I love it. You hear me? I have a friend who's 19 and has to hide and sneak because her parents don't believe. Interesting. My auntie said, why you buy that food in those containers, my freeze-dried food? Don't worry about it. My husband just now coming around. Come on. Come on, nephew. Come on in. Whistleblower Frizzle strikes again. You know, listen. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ain't you happy? For those of you that did have to hide and sneak and put stuff up and order when they was gone and stuff, ain't you happy you went ahead and did it and you didn't listen? Getting one thing at a time adds up. Now I have a box full of survival stuff. Come on, Pumpkin, and do. I told you, put your tools and fuels together. If you give up a week of coffee at $70 a week, you getting a Starbucks days a week, that's about $70. $70 times 4 go a long way in survival stuff. You blow $70 on eat out food or $70 to go, whatever, $70 a week get you a lot of stuff. It add up, sure do. Sure do. Remember, I was like, if you can do $50 a month starting out, I spent $150 for a box that 200 seeds. Okay. All kinds of produce. Come on. I gave up my Starbucks and my nails. Come on, Tanisha. Did. And it was worth it too, wasn't it? Circa, do you remember when I told you my husband put me out in the hospital? I said I was crazy. I don't remember, but okay. I started when you first started talking about it a few years back. Come on, Shanna. Is it Shayna or Shanna? Miss Graham. Especially quickly if you're big bad. I'm trying to tell you. Listen. And that's not being mean. All I'm going to say to y'all is 5 wise and 5 foolish. Called you a hoarder, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Nails and hair looking rough, but I don't care about that stuff no more. Come on, Southern girl. It ain't nobody about to be. We about to listen. See, God had already prepared us so we didn't have to go through the shock like a lot of other people next year gonna have to go through. All because I started prepping and listening to you. We remarried and now he's all in. Are you serious? That man divorced you because you was prepping and listening to me and now he married? Bro. She was trying to save your life. Crazy? Not he done divorced you and then he done came back because he saw the stuff starting to happen. Baby, I was thinking. Because see, I was thinking about that stuff that lady was telling you and I seen it. They talking about it at work. I still love you. Ain't that something? I told you, I know how I go. I told y'all when I first started this, that ex-husband of mine called me talking about some of that stuff is mine. I said, no, it's not. I told you to take what you wanted when you left, and you thought you was being funny. So whatever you left was mine, and I'm taking it. But mind you, you didn't even want me buying this stuff. Boy, you don't even know what all I got. Because you said you don't want to hear about that. You don't want to hear about the end of the world. You don't want to hear about it. Good. That means you don't need to prep for it. You said he just passed by the TV and said, yep, I was thinking about the same thing. Hilarious. Listen. He don't know we talking about him. Hilarious. That's probably why a lot of people ain't in our community no more. I wouldn't be surprised if people's spouses was like, nah. And I don't want nobody to be getting divorced. That don't make me happy. But that's probably why a lot of people are not here now from the beginning. You said, close your mouth. Don't be telling people what I got. Girl, didn't I tell you they be doing that? That's why I just start hiding stuff. He didn't even know what we had because every time I bought stuff, yeah, the wifey, she just, and I, look, y'all, he'll be on the phone. He'll be on the phone like this. And he used to sit on one couch, and we never sit on the couch together. He sit on one couch, I sit on one couch. And I just be staring at him like this. Time to go get my meds in. And I slam the door. Listen here. My Amazon cart is full. I'm getting piece by piece. Come on. Listen. Oh, God. Listen. Yes, my dad was a disaster preparedness. He said, don't tell my one where you put it. That part, I didn't care what the hoof said either. I put it in God. And listen. And now nephew like, ooh, babe, thank you. Thank you, babe. Thank you. He like, thank you. Listen, he like, thank you. That part. Yep, and they are. And they are. I ain't saying break up your marriage. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be with your spouse. But sometimes they don't know they need it, and then you got to help them know they need it. You know, it's like a person that they never had smoked turkey necks before. And they'll look at it and say, oh, I don't want to eat that. And then they eat it, and then they eating it all the time. You catch them back in the pot, like with an extra little piece on their plate. And then you catch them in the fridge in the middle of the night eating it cold because they never knew something could be so amazing. Mm-hmm. Like that. Yeah. I don't want to be with nobody, but I'll take the advice you have. You know what? Hilarious. Hilarious. You said, yeah, I don't want anybody, but I'll do the other stuff. Well, however it works. I'm just saying. I'm listen. I know that the things that I talk about make people nervous or whatever else it is. But which would you rather do? Be trying to prep for it when it's happening? I done scratched myself on something. I don't know what that is. You want to be out in the chaos, standing in the lines and stuff, waiting for hours and hours and hours to get one loaf of bread, if they even have any when you get up there? You hear me? And I don't know how you can see the news and everything that's on and not think to move around. I'm sad for the people that might have lost their spouses. I really, really am. That's not a good thing. Hopefully, it don't cause that many problems. But that's why I was telling y'all, you just gonna have to. I blinked. I thought y'all knew what that meant. That means you ain't supposed to get your. You supposed to get your deliveries while they at work and take them out the box and hide them in another box. I thought y'all knew that I thought that y'all knew that's what the blink meant. Y'all didn't get that language when I said you gotta, you know. That's when grandma say you keep your little pocket change, just in case you gotta buy it with cash. Y'all grandmas didn't tell y'all that, baby. You keep your little coffee can, honey, and put your little $5, $10 in it, just in case you need to leave or anything. You never know when an emergency gonna happen. The memo went to the spam folder. Evidently, Mari. Evidently, they didn't get the blink. They didn't get the blink mail. They didn't get it. Cause I said sometimes you gotta just get it in, you know. And I thought y'all knew that those 4 blinks was and hide it. And hide it. You gotta buy it and hide it. Got my old cookie tin. Come on. You sear me? Okay. That's what you got to do. Listen. I didn't realize my ex-husband, like once he started seeing where I would hide my money, all of a sudden he wants to like sweep out the couch because he knew I would hide money down in there. He thought he knew all my spaces. Every time I know that you know one, mind you, I see you watching me, I'm just going to hide it in another place. I'm not going to keep it there. Because now you know where I put my change. He said, I know you got some money. You always got something. You got a little something. I said, I don't know what you're talking about. Because I act like I don't have it, then I forget it, and then I'll be needing some money, and then I go to my little place, and it'll be a little 20 in there or something, a little $15, a little 50 sometimes, but do hide money for myself. Well, I don't do it too much no more because I don't really handle cash, but when I did, definitely hiding a good 20 here, 10 there, $2 up in the shoe, $7 in the pocket. I should be able to go through here and get about $50. On the low end, I can give me about $50 because I just stashed a good listen. Never know when a kid needs something and it seems like it come at the wrong time. Like I just paid all the bills. I got $27 to last me until Thursday, and now you need 22 of it for a field trip, and I gotta buy you a lunch. Yeah, I used to throw my quarters in my couch. Quarters and dimes. The change went in the couch. Not in the size, but under. That's where all my change was at, in the couch. Probably about you. Probably sitting on $20 worth of quarters right there. Did I had listen? I was a young mother. I had to try to figure it out, babe. I had to try to figure it out. Did. Did. Anyway, that being said, same issue, yeah. Baby, my mama used to have several $1,000s hidden in her shoes. She could go in one of her shoe closets and probably come out with a good $5,000. That was her thing. She put 100 here, 100 there, 250 there. Forget about it. That's why she never told nobody to go in her closet and get nothing out of there. I get it. I get it. So, with that, I love y'all. Please get prepared. If you have small children or teenage children, you're going to need to go buy books just in case the internet is not available. You hear me? Oh, you watched it? It was good, wasn't it? Did you see Elon Musk closing now? Y'all went and watched the Cleopatra? Y'all see Elon Musk close? Did you hear what he said? The guy that was wearing Elon Musk clothes, Octavius, did you see what he said? Y'all see? You watched all four of them, Jamila? Did y'all? Y'all watched all four of them? Okay, so you watched the first three. Got it. Well, I think it was in the. Look up Cleopatra on Netflix. That's it. You gotta go looking. Mm-hmm. I don't know why y'all be asking me where it's playing at when the whole time I've been telling y'all once you know the name, you need to go looking. We're not spoon feeding information. No, we just talked about that. We literally just talked about why people got bamboozled in the election. It's because they all, and I'm not fussing, I'm just saying, folks want information fed to them. No, go seek and you shall find. Mm-hmm. Even about the deals and stuff. If I'm showing something or talking about something, I want people to go looking. You know what has made us lazy? Being able to order furniture to our house, food to our house, hell, people to our house with Uber. You can order anything you want. It's just right there at the, and so people don't want to go looking for nothing. No information. They expect you to give them the link right there. No, go look for the link. And I mean, look at our society. No, Faye, I'm not. It is, and I get it. But what I'm saying is, we live in a society where people are used to things being at their fingertips, and they are used to people spoon feeding them and just giving them the answers. We've been working on that over here. I keep saying, you might only get pieces of the puzzle. You're going to have to figure the rest of it out. Because what happens when the internet goes away? What happens when you can't talk to nobody and you just get one or two words of whatever the directions is or whatever? We live in an instant gratification. Yeah. Yeah. This is how you have people spouting out stuff and it just, they be like, oh, it sounds good. I'm going to just. You said even down to emergency numbers, and I work in a hospital. Come on. I know y'all be thinking she be doing too much, but no, I don't. In the sense of, we don't even realize how dumb, like you said, electronics and stuff that made us, or just not having, like, we don't even realize. It's crazy you say about the phone numbers. I used to know every phone number in my phone by heart. I had to look for my daughter's phone number today because her number ain't in this iPad. You hear me? It's about 7 numbers I know by heart. 7 or 10 years ago, I could rattle them numbers off. Now, I just go to their name. I know my mama's number by heart and probably about maybe 10 by heart, but they didn't have the number so long you can't not know them. You know what I mean? So I know y'all think I be fussing. I don't. But I be wanting y'all, we gotta get out of, if the phones drop, kids wouldn't know a dictionary, encyclopedia, or hell, a newspaper, right? How to use them, right? Right. 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 That's exactly what I'm talking about. I have a notebook that has all the important info in each one of our bug-out bags. Yeah. I guess I need to do that. Definitely just need to write down my kids' numbers. That's all I'm really worried about. Them was the only people that I'm gonna be trying to talk to if the world is ending. I just need to them to say, okay, I ain't got nobody. I mean, y'all, but you know what I'm saying. Y'all have y'all families or whatever. As far as my personal life, it ain't nobody I'm trying to. You hear me? Long as I know them kids is all right. As far as and then you too, sister. I forgot. But you know what I mean. As far as immediate family, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't. I mean, because we ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. You know what I mean? We're not gonna be able to move around. So it's not gonna be too many people I'm gonna be talking to at the end of the world, if we even get to talk to any of them. Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying, cause you the same way. If the world is ending, nigga, you gonna be worried about them babies in their house. Everything else is not gonna matter. Maybe your dad. But everything else, ain't nobody gonna matter. You are not gonna be concerned about nobody that's outside of that house. You just gonna be trying to make sure that ground zero is okay. I mean, that's all you can do if you can't talk to nobody. What good is it gonna be you stressing about people that's halfway across the country? Like, even with my kids, I pray that they're able to get to me, but if they can't, what can I do about it? Because there's going to be checkpoints at the states. Y'all know that, at the state lines and all of that. Y'all do realize we about to be living like they was living in Poland and whatnot. You will not just be able to travel freely and go from one place to the next. You're going to have some type of permit or something that is going to allow you to do so. I haven't really watched the Hunger Games. Everybody keeps saying the Hunger Games, but I haven't watched it. I watched like a little bit of it with my kids, like when it first came out. I can't even remember which one. And I seen the people in the crazy costumes, and I was out after that. I didn't really get the whole gist of what was going on. I think they was fighting in some water, and it was like bots or something. They was on this like brown thing, right? You know what I'm talking about? They was in the water. They dropped them down, and it looked like spaceship things, and they was kind of in the jungle, but kind of not in the jungle. I don't know. It was a lot for me. I couldn't really get into the whole. You know we got a rewatch, right, Ken? If you ever miss anything in the class, all you gotta do is go over to YouTube. You can literally go recap right now while we live. It'll let you go over there and rewind it. I don't know if you knew that or not, but while we on live on YouTube, you can literally go over there and fast forward through, get the information you need, and come right back. You said when the Antichrist comes. Yeah. You all right? This is the thing. No, I got that part of it. I got that. I got the part. I know they had to fight to eat and all of that stuff. Like, I know. I seen a little bit of it, but I'm just saying, like, I couldn't get into the costumes and all the clapping and all of that. I didn't realize and understand what I didn't. It wasn't my thing. I'm gonna tell you, my kids love it. They watched all of them and they told me what was going on, but that was too much. Like, all I needed to know was that the kids had to fight to eat, and I could feel that. And I saw how they was living in squalor, and then the other people was living real good. Like, I seen that part, but all that extra stuff, I can't do it. Mm-mm. That's why I ain't been able to watch a lot of these shows, because I be trying, but it be too much of the extra stuff, and then I'll be like, okay, I can't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. So anyway, um, if you haven't been on your stuff, get on your stuff. I pray that you guys are listening. I pray that you guys are not saying I'm gonna wait until this and I'm gonna wait until that, because that is uh not a guarantee. I think that people don't believe that old boy over there is serious, but now he done hooked up with uh the people. And then I saw that the Spanish lady talking about she about to impose, good night, she about to impose her own tariffs if he really does do that. And then the whole thing with Canada, and they tripping. So, I mean, I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna be spooky, right? Don't forget that the what's his name? The Queen of Hearts. His friend is the guy over the ports. Remember that. So if he takes that whole southeastern area, if Mexico ain't giving us nothing and Canada's not giving us nothing, that literally like leaves only the West Coast for us to get stuff. And ain't nothing coming in from China if he's putting a tariffs on it or if it's super expensive. But now that Russia and them are hooked up, we might not even be able to get nothing from over there. We don't know what's about to happen. You hear me? Right, Miss Miss Isabel. Think about that. And they're getting ready to redo this contract January 15th. And we know because we got somebody at the port. And they still on the old contract. So, God forbid, he gone and put the tariffs in on the 20th. He said day one. They start the renegotiations of the port down there on the 15th. Or by the 15th, they got to have something. And then I heard that Canada's mail people is striking. Y'all told me that. So, like, packages, they're not sending packages. I guess, and they can't send packages over here from Canada already. You said they've been on strike for 2 weeks already? Okay. Well, I just found out that we couldn't get nothing today. I just found out that we can't even send stuff to Canada. I guess they not doing nothing with it. The post office here in America is not shipping nothing to Canada right now. You can't even send it. Which is crazy. But can I ask y'all a question? Did we talk about stuff not being able to move and you not being able to ship it to your loved ones or whatever else? Huh? Being able to get your packages or to get them out to somebody. We talked about it, and now it's happening. When I saw it, I said, oh. And then all the walkouts at Amazon. You said what's not true? What's not true? Okay. We have people in Canada right now. There was a young man that was on live today, and he was getting ready to send his stuff out. He was at the post office, and they said because Canada is on strike, we are not sending anything to them. He was in the post office. Literally shipping his stuff out. So, not true where, and it's coming from the post office, sir. Hmm? You mean the post office people lying? That's what you're telling me? Anyway, like I said, God let us know that parcel wouldn't be moving, so go ahead and get your stuff before more parcel is not moving. Isabel, didn't you say your husband couldn't get his stuff too? Parts and stuff that they talking about, they don't know when they gonna get them in. Wonder where all your car parts come from. Which way they move. Wonder if they come from the north or from the south. The sad part about it is people really think that this stuff ain't about to just shut down, but it is. And that's why I asked y'all to go watch that show about Cleopatra, because old boy Elon Musk had on that same stuff that the Romans was wearing, and he's acting exactly like Octavius. I work in the post office and I ship to Canada today. Okay. Sure, Maurice. Sure. I'm not about to argue with you. I'm not. We literally have people that are in here from Canada and they telling us they've been on for 2 weeks. Like, go away. Can you do it? Please. Because you just want to be whatever, I guess. Why would people lie and say they can't get their packages? Hmm. You think people just don't want their packages? People run businesses and they ship to Canada. So you think they lose money if they can't ship? Anyway, again, get your stuff before you can. Get your stuff before, if just in case they're gonna go on strike. Get your stuff. Do not listen to these people talking about what ain't gonna happen, what ain't happening, because everything that God has told us to get ready for, we have. And all of the things that people said wasn't going to happen and wasn't happening around them, just like when the meat was going bad, and they was like, "Oh, we have a lot of meat in our store." Next week, it was no meat in the grocery store. Smells stinky. Oh, okay. Well, when it was in Texas, you was like you wasn't worried about it and acted like they was making it up until it came to your neighborhood. Again, hey, again. Some people don't believe it until it's right where they at. They don't believe something can be happening right across town that ain't happening on their side. That ain't us. One of the things that I know about God too is He always let us know early, just like when didn't have no Tylenol in Canada, and people was telling us don't worry about it. We went and bought all the Tylenol and cold medicine that we needed, and then not even 2 weeks later, they was snatching it off the shelves here. We already had ours. So, with that, that part, Bev, we don't wait until everybody is talking about it. God lets us get the information early. Clock that T. I'll be right back. Craziness. Can I tell y'all what really grinds my gears? Who wanna know what really grinds my gears? Y'all wanna know what really? But can we get into this ponytail though? It's snappy, but do you see it? You see it. No. Folks is always talking about what ain't gonna happen and what ain't happening. It gets on my nerves. It's like, what more has to happen for you to believe? I see why God be pissed off. It makes me angry too. Is Isabel only? What, a bomb got to go out for you to realize that it's? I mean, the water got to be shut out for you to. Oh, I need to figure out how to store water. Like, why would God give you information if you ain't even gonna take it? Why would he talk to you if you're not going to listen anyway? It's pointless. God warns you prior to. The devil warns you as it is happening, or as we saw in North Carolina after it's already started. Them people's stuff started going, the alarm, the bells didn't start going off till they was already looking at a wall of water, or riding, thank you, riding down the river on their house. I don't want to be the person that always figures out what I need when it's too late. When everybody else is scuffling for it, now I gotta be. I don't want that in my life. And now you do what you want to do, but it's gonna be very dangerous. If North Carolina people getting stabbed because they're in the line or trying to get in a grocery store or trying to get food, like, that's what you want to deal with? When you can take the time out now, rearrange your finances, and make sure that you and your family can stay in the house as long as you can. It's amazing to me how many people are now talking about shelf-stable food. But when we were saying it wasn't going to be no refrigeration, I know y'all got called crazy. I did. Do you understand? Any of y'all got called crazy for buying shelf-stable milk? And it's all over TikTok. It's all over everywhere. And now, what is everybody talking about? You need to be ready in case of an emergency. And the only reason they talking about it is because the war has been going on in Israel for a year. And the one in Russia. But didn't we talk about that too? The people wasn't going to start hearing it until the news talked about it or everybody else was talking about it. And that's when the prices on everything was going to go up. I've been eating lentils, 30 small bags of it. Oh, getting, that part. And you can grow them through the winter in water or dirt. Come on now. Hey, Alexis. It's on UPS website, suspended 11/29/2024. What, stuff to Canada? Come on, family. You said the WORUers is going to go find out for themselves. So if you got a business and someone from Canada buys something from you and you're supposed to ship it, you might lose money. So that's a good thing to know. Thank you. I work for the post office. They ain't doing it, and it's on the website. Liar. People just be lying. You said some people of West North Carolina were without drinking water and water in general for months. We talked about it, didn't we? We talked about the power right before that being out for a month. We talked about not being able to leave your house because it might be so much chaos around you can't get out. And they literally is going through there. They still going through it. Some people still trapped on the mountain because it's crazy and they can't get to them. We talked about it and then it happened. And we got people that was in Asheville. We got people that was in North Carolina that was in the chaos. And they was ready. We got people that was in Florida and they was ready. They was ready to be without no food. They was ready to be without no electricity. They was ready. And they're separating families. I saw that. We talked about that too. People, do you see how mad? Now y'all see why I used to be mad. And I used to be like, you just don't know. It's not my problem you don't know. But I'm trying to tell you, hopefully you listen. When I said that they were going to be separating Americans, people called me a liar. They said I was a false prophet. They said you don't need to listen to her. She got her stomach out. And now in America, they are doing exactly that. 2 years later. We ain't even made it to the 3-year mark. Telling them you go to our FEMA place or where we gonna put y'all, the camp, or y'all think that was a coincidence that early on we studied about how many states it was to in America it was against the law to be homeless. Y'all thought that was just something we was just doing. And now you see why you need to have adequate things, because if the state deems it not suitable, then they can come in and do whatever they want. You hear me? So all those little things that God had us looking into, he had us looking, all of that is, it's all happening. Every bit of it. These classes have been so on point. It's truly eye-opening for those that want to see. Listen, Trina. That's why I be like, now you understand, sis, why I be like, I don't care if you don't believe. That don't have nothing to do with me. That you only want to see what you want to see. That don't have anything to do with me. I believe God. No matter what, whatever name you want to call him, I believe the Creator. I believe God. I believe. So if I believe, just like we read about today, your faith gonna cause some action. And if God say these things are coming, then that means your faith would mean you if you're acting in faith, that means you're gonna get up and you're gonna try to deal with the situations that he said is coming, prepare for them. Just like I used to use all the time about Joseph. If Joseph would have did like most of the people like, oh, you must not have any faith. Thank God Joseph didn't think like y'all. And I'm going to keep saying that. And I don't mean y'all. I mean the people that say, oh, I don't got to worry about stocking food. You don't have no faith. You don't think God can send you food? Why would he warn Joseph that famine was coming and tell him to store enough food if he was just going to provide it? Joseph had faith. That's why he listened. Come on. He told him because he knew it wasn't going to be no food. He said it's going to be famine at the last days. But the Christians are not hearing. Oh, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about that. Oh, okay. So you're not going to, you think he just put that story in there for no reason, huh? Got it. Right. It was just to teach you what? To get up there and holler real loud. He put the stories in here because they're going to be relevant to your life at one point in time. God said it's going to be 7 years of good and plenty and 7 years of famine. The first 7 years is going to be good. So while you can, you need to stock up. Because the next 7 years is going to be, could you imagine? Could you imagine for 7 years going in the store and it ain't nothing in there? And you said to yourself, I don't have to worry about it because God told me it was coming. So if he tell you an invading army is coming, that don't mean get your soldiers ready. That don't mean go tell the watchman to blow the horn. I mean, you just gonna stand there. You ain't gotta do nothing because God told you they coming. That's spooky to me. I don't want to take the mark. That's my thing. God has me preaching every time I go shopping or the places I go. Come on. I don't want to take the mark. I don't want to. I learned my lesson from the first time. From last time, I will never go through that. Okay. Right. How many people wasn't prepared for 2020? And then they put the limit on everything so quickly. I remember seeing the news where mamas was like, I can't get 2 packs of chicken and that's what I need. I got to get a pack of chicken and a pack of pork chops. Well, that's not, this ain't going to be enough. Either one of them ain't going to be enough to cook what I need for dinner. I could only get 4 cans of green beans and 4 cans of this and 3 cans of that and 2 of this and 2 of that. Formula shortages and everything. Excuse me. I know, because I knew people that was in their house and had absolutely nothing. But they had just went on trips and everything. I'm talking about was spending big cash right before 2020. Doing all kind of stuff and chuckling at me. What is you doing all that for? I said, something's coming. Girl. Okay. And then it was, where did you get your dehydrator at? And where did you get this at? And send me the link. No, I'm busy dehydrating. It's probably in the text messages. I gotta go. Not when I've been calling you for 2.5 years. I'm not about to sit here and do that with you. Ain't. And I don't have to because I'm busy. I'm being about my Father's business. He said, learn how to prep your own food, learn how to store food, learn how to do this, learn how to do that. And guess what? I'm fine with it. And that's not being ugly or anything. People are making their choices. They're making their choices on what's important. Y'all made y'all choices. And that's why y'all keep saying who can't come to your house. Because you know that you had to change the whole way you lived. You and your children. You had to look at your kids' eyes and then be sad because y'all not doing the stuff y'all normally do. You went through something to get where you are. You went through something to get the stuff you have. You didn't just, you had to plan and cut back and get into it with your spouse and all kinds of stuff to be able to have what you had. No. Because it's a lot of stuff that I could have did that I didn't do because I was like, nah. I'm just gone and pick this little thing up here and buy this little thing here and you know what I mean? When I seen that people were still out trying to go expensive Christmas shopping and stuff, I just looked at them like they was crazy. Oh, I got this for Christmas and that for Christmas and this for Christmas. I'm like, I know our folks here went to the Goodwill and went to the different discount stores, and they got their babies 2 size up, 3 size up, 4 size up, put them in a Ziploc bag, and put them up. They got pajamas 2 sizes up. So if it ain't nothing in the stores, they babies got jeans, they babies got socks, they got underwear that are too big. We got young ladies that's maybe haven't started their cycle yet, but moms already went and bought them reusable pads just in case it ain't nothing in the store. All of these things. Timo sometimes gives you free items and coupons so you can get your survival stuff. Yep. Yep. It's all over the internet, babe. If you don't see survival stuff, it's because you don't want to see it. They found everything else. I'm not doing all that. This where you go, that's where you go. It's everywhere. And if you didn't pick up on, damn, everybody's saying get prepared for a disaster. Dang, everybody's saying just in case the power goes out, just in case this goes out, maybe I should. It's on every social media. It's on the store. Now I know they said it's on regular TV, the commercials. So you cannot say you had and you didn't see it, you didn't know. Especially not since late 22. It was everywhere. People was even getting, they even sent home stuff with the kids. When you went to enroll some people, when they went to enroll their kids this year, they had to sign a waiver that says that they can give them potassium iodide just in case of a chemical agent being released in the air. Back at August of 23, September, whenever y'all was enrolled, y'all remember? And I said, why would have you? I know I ain't never had to sign that, and my daughter just graduated 2 years ago. Okay, but it was parents that had to sign a waiver that said if there is a chemical in the air, okay, that's different. I'm saying if you don't. I ain't never had to sign nothing where they could give my kid no potassium iodide specifically. Not ever. Not ever, ever, ever. But there was parents that came in late 22 and 23 when they was enrolling their kids and said we had to sign a paper saying that we want to get, if it's okay for them to give them potassium iodide. That's in case of a biochemical agent being in the air, like chlorine, bleach, or some stuff like that. So it's mind blowing to me that even with those things happening, people are still like, oh, I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that, and it's not that serious. Well, there's a lot of things that have happened, like most of the states made it against the law to be homeless. All kind of stuff that's going on right under people's noses and they have no idea. No idea whatsoever. They see all these food recalls, it still don't make them go buy no seeds. Still don't make them think, dang, I need to learn how to process my own food. I need to, like, you just don't. And that's a scary thing. Because those are going to be the same people that try to lay a guilt trip on you because you don't want to do whatever. You hear me? It's commercials about, I know it is. That's what I'm saying. And they ain't going to be able to say, even if they don't listen to it from you, God done put it on the social media. It's on regular TV. They sending out PSAs and all kind of stuff. So, hey. Yeah. And some water. But yeah. So, that's all I want to do. Get on here and tell y'all about that. About the buckets and the books and the heated powered stove. I mean the heat powered stove fan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Yep. But this is the thing. That's why I said I don't care. Hey, um, I don't be caring that don't nobody believe me. God ain't never lied to me. And y'all been around me long enough now to see. Y'all probably thought I was crazy when I told y'all I don't care if nobody's listening, but if he tells me I'm gonna get it no matter how crazy it sounds because it hasn't happened yet. They even telling you to get your kids ready. Crazy. You hear me? I don't care. Just because you don't believe it, that don't have nothing to do with me. And I'm going to keep saying that. That don't change my life anyway because you don't believe it. I'm going to do what he say. I'm going to do what he say. Not a heated power stove. A fan. A heat powered fan. But you know, whatever you miss, you can go back and watch it on YouTube, right? That's why anything you miss, you just watch it on YouTube. If you missed anything in the class, you can fast forward, rewind. Anything you miss, you can. That's why we record every day. So, with that, I'm about to go. I gotta go check on my cabbage. But the folks will see the rewatch and know what to do. And then I'll probably see y'all in the morning. Even my iPad telling me it's time to go. You wonder why what? Why? You do realize that God is getting ready to cleanse the earth. This don't have nothing to do with people. He's getting ready to unalive all the humans. They're not in control. They're just actors in the movie. But they still about to play their parts. Yeah. But they're just, God said that he was going to bring on sicknesses. They just got to be the person to put it in the tube and put it in the air, put it in the plane, gases, wherever the water. They just furthering his plan. It be folks he be tired of. And so he gone and let them go. Or whatever the case. What's happening now it has everything to do with men, but it has nothing to do with men. Men are going to play out the parts, but God already foretold it that it was going to be a worldwide genocide, not just in Israel or in Sudan or in this place. It's going to be everybody is about to see what's been. See, they getting it. They know it. We don't know it, but we about to. Exactly how we be looking like, oh my God, yeah, it's about to be over here. It already started in North Carolina. They already just bulldozing over bodies. And when I said, I was like, I'm asking God to help me with my mind so that when they start to have these bodies piled up, that I'll be okay. Folks was looking at me like I was crazy, but y'all watch the videos down there. It's still people's minds that's messed up from seeing all them bodies and babies and bodies and dead horses and cattle and all of that. They still ain't came all the way back. So I want to be ready here like Mari said, physically, but also if I can stay in my house, that's what I want to do. When it's time to go, I gotta go. And in NC, we're not getting any updates on them. It's like it never happened. You in North Carolina and I not. Wait. Wait. You're in North Carolina and nothing on the news about nothing that's going on up there, is what you said. Ari. Didn't I just talk about it could be something going on right across the town from you and you won't know? They gonna let you know what they want. Thank you for clarifying, Pumpkin. She said, I'm in NC and we're not getting any updates on them. It's like it never happened. And this is why I be trying to tell my kids, y'all might not even be able to get to me. And I might not even be able to talk to y'all. Like, you need to have your stuff. Because if they can do that and she's in the state, what you think they gonna do from state to state? They could be mass murdering millions of people or hundreds of thousands of people in the city and we won't know. Because all they got to do is cut the cell towers and all of that kind of stuff. So then if you wanted to make a call out, you couldn't. You said paid pockets don't talk until after. Come on. How she in North Carolina and they don't know nothing that's going on with the people in Asheville, the people in whatever cities? That means something, y'all. Oh, it wasn't on the news. It probably won't be. If that don't make you think about what's his name? Sweet Tooth? I don't know what will. I was just there for a week and didn't hear a peep. Are you serious? It is good to keep a landline. Yep. You're welcome. I've been wondering what's been going on, but it's not a talking point at all. I got my info from people on TikTok that wasn't even in North Carolina. Wow. Wow. So you in the state and can't even get the news in the state. You got to get on. That's why they trying to get rid of TikTok, baby. That's why they want to get rid of TikTok, baby, because we wouldn't even, if we didn't have TikTok, we probably wouldn't even be knowing what was going on. They would have kept it. Because Instagram, Facebook, all of them, they going to wipe it. TikTok like, nah, let them see it. It's fine. Same thing they did with Wyoming. With the fires? They ain't talking. They don't say. They didn't look now. I can't even get it out. So they hiding stuff that went on in Wyoming too, and Hawaii. Mari, did we talk about this? That you might not even be able to communicate with the next state over? You might not know what's going on in the next state over, and it could be total chaos. And look, it's people that's in the very states where all of this stuff happened, and they got to get their news from people from out of state on TikTok. Or not at all. It's winding up, ain't it? It's getting a little warm out here, Jesus. Ooh, it's getting closer and closer and closer. They can have them people, a lot of them in concentration camps already, and we wouldn't know, making sure it worked. But again, this is why I keep trying to tell people, just because it ain't happening where you're at, doesn't mean it's not happening. Like I said, I remember doing 2020 and all of the armed services and stuff was around, and then they just all left. But they told us it was like 200,000 or 20,000, I don't know, right? We were seeing the trucks and everything. This is when I lived in Indy. Well, my ex-husband was a truck driver. And he said, babe, you know what? It's crazy because you said something about the Army people. And I was driving. They got a whole camp out there in the middle of nowhere. I said, I told you they wasn't gone. But that whole time it was, they ain't here. They put them up, they this and that. And then got in this truck and was doing a delivery and seen the whole camp they had out there. He was like, it was so many of them. They had the tents out there and everything. I said, oh, I told you they wasn't gone. You said a whole town was gone in Hawaii? Yeah, they send people in small box homes here in Cali where the house. You said more this winter. Was it you who mentioned England ain't going to have money for people to heat their home? Yes. Yep. You said, yep, my nephew got pulled for that. Really? See? See? That's why I be trying to tell people, like, I don't care. God be giving me the goods early. Thank you. I'd rather have them early and be able to be ready, baby, than be waiting on it and have to try to figure out why it's going on. I be trying to listen. You said FEMA has a camp ready to go in Michigan. They got a camp ready to go in every city. They got a camp ready to go in every city. They was ready during 2020. I was on my way to work and there was a bunch of fires set going down the highway. The fires was leading up to the woods. I called it in and they didn't get there until an hour later. Girl, you already know what's going on. Was just about to comment about the temps falling faster than most can keep up with. Mari. I waited for days for them to tell what happened. They never told the people even if it happened. Code red, this is not a drill. WOIU, over and out. BG, don't tell me what to do. Please. I'm 44 years old. I don't know how old you are, but don't nobody tell me what to do but God. If I want to stay on here for 10 hours, honey, I will. My food is going to be fine. It's just in the dehydrator. You don't got to remind me. It's okay. I don't need an assistant. Thank you. Let me stop. Anyway, but thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm good. It's just fruit. It's going to be all right. So, with that, please quit wasting time. That's something you can't get back. It's an emergency. Okay? Get your stuff. I'm tired of telling y'all. Hurry up. We got less time than we had. Sorry. Right, good. I hope y'all hear that idol whenever y'all get ready to say, I could relax. No, you don't get to. Go get your stuff and make sure you got what you need. Thank you. Hmm. I love y'all. I'm about to go. For real. I'll see y'all later. If I can't go to sleep, I'm coming back on here, but I should be able to go. Did y'all go get them vitamins? Baby, they work. That's another reason why I've been zooming around here. Did y'all go get them? The energy, what's the names? What is they called? Ollie's. The Ollie energy. And I only take one a day. Sometimes I only take a half of one. That Ollie energy vitamin works. Works. Mm-hmm. The Ollie energy vitamins. They work. They say take two. I don't take two. I take one or a half. And I promise you, I wait. I might drink me some water, drink me some coffee, baby. In about 15 minutes, I'll be up and moving. You hear me? That's how I'm chopping all these vegetables and stuff. Go get you some. Now, if you got health issues, you, Google work. You can speak it in there. I love y'all. I'm about to go.